Tonight is our last night of big, juicy customer based stuff. So, the first thing that I want to start with is I know it was 2 weeks ago because we had new products for the season, but tell me the last assignment. Do you guys even remember what it was? How many of you did it? Okay, so here is the assignment from last time, which was open a skincare line or supplement you've never used before, use it, learn about it, experience it, post a picture or video to your stories of you with this product, um, and go back through your customers and tag who your skincare customers are. So that was the last time thing. So, show of hands, did any of you do this? I know it got a little bit hanky with end of month. Okay, Kendra, we got Misty. Awesome. That's fun. Why don't you put in the comments what your product was that you tried for the first time and what you thought and how that went. So that was the last thing. Okay, so before we talk about today, I just like, isn't this like perfect placement right here? Oh, look at that. You could sell some stuff this month. I want to talk about this because today we're going to go into some just like year-long systems, and then Kate and Anna are going to go into 2+2+2. And I realized, throughout this series, you guys have learned a lot. You've learned about branding. We've learned about birthdays. We've learned about just like general, oh, Maya's in the waiting room, general data integrity, meaning making sure your customer's info is actually accurate and you're not abbreviating things, how to actually contact your customers, that kind of stuff. And I realize along the way that this can seem like a lot. Sometimes new consultants get overwhelmed because they think, oh my gosh, like whatever. But here's what I want you to know, okay? This is a business. And so these are things businesses do. Now, I did train on this on the Ponco area, sorry, um, director call today. And so I want to share this with you. I did post this a while back, but this is sort of more of a like in-depth version. So LinkedIn posted the most desirable job skills in 2025. Okay, the top 15. And I went through this list and I put a pink check mark next to the things that I feel like I personally do on a daily basis in my Mary Kay business. And so here's the thing, you guys, like, yes, sometimes it can feel like a lot when we're putting together systems and it feels hard and it's a lot of work. But the cool thing is once you have the system in place, it's a system and it doesn't feel so bad. But if you think about it, this is you enhancing your skill of adaptability, which is number 3. And, number 2, conflict mitigation. And number 4 is a big one, right? Like as we make these app flows and campaigns and just different things, streamlining workflow flows, improving efficiency, things are working. Customer engagement and support, you guys, that's number 8. Like this is what we're doing. Okay, so if for no other reason, we are gaining skills that are very, very desirable in the marketplace. So if you ever just are feeling like, oh my gosh, like where do I even start? I have a plan for you to start. So I'm going to start with that. So I made this thing called the Big Juicy Yearly Plan. I know the name is like really shocking to you because I big juicy to everything on this thing, but we had to stay with the theme. So I made 2 pictures, and I'm going to show you these in a second. The first one is the most important things, meaning if you are serious in 2025 slash moving forward in your business of being consistent with selling enough every month where this isn't even earning whatever the thing is like easy for you. You can start consultant on reorders. I think these are non-negotiable if that is your goal. And then I have a second picture that has like a little bit more, I would also call them not negotiable, but maybe like if you don't have the ones on the first picture figured out, start there and then move to those. But like eventually you want to have everything on both pictures kind of working all the time. And you are going to have so much just like income coming in from those orders. Okay, so I know I've been teasing you long enough. Here is the picture. Here's the first picture. So I have actually ranked these, in my opinion, in order of most important. Okay, so let's talk about these. So get orders out consistently and in a timely fashion. You guys, this is I mean, if there was something beyond non-negotiable, it's like, this is air. Okay, If you are terrible at like, oh my gosh, a week went by and I never sent that out, or I didn't get on it right away, or I waited 3 days and now I'm going to CDS it the slow way, like that's a no for me. Your customers are keeping track of that, and you are creating as part of your brand your speed in how you do something. Okay, so this is a big one. And if you can't be timely about it, you tell them right away, I'm on vacation. I'm going to send it via CDS. It might take a couple extra days. Like that is just good service. Don't just have it take a couple extra days and not tell them that it's going to take a couple extra days. The second thing, okay, now this might be a very new thought, and I told Anna and Kate ahead of time, they can vouch for me that I was like, we are driving this home. 2 plus 2 plus 2. Now you guys have heard that, meaning they're going to go into it, so I'm not going to go into a ton of it, but after 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months, you follow up with people. I find that we think about that in terms of new customers, but are you doing 2 plus 2 plus 2 every time a current customer reorders? Do you know that that is a thing that I do? Even new current customers. So it should be with both. So that could be a new thing for some of you. So you're going to want to get that set up. Enrolling in the preferred customer program every quarter. We talked about this, I think, in session 2 and how important that is. It's such an easy program for us to get our name out and get the new products out. The monthly birthday promo discount, we talked about that, I believe in session 3. Monthly 50% deal sheet being sent out every month. You see how it says monthly and not like occasionally or like sorta kinda-ly. And then quarterly new product newsletter, email, or text. Like we have that text going out where you guys are texting that feedback link to get feedback about the new products. Like customers like that kind of stuff. Customers like consistency. That's why these are the most important. Almost everything on this sheet you have to be consistent with to really, really have them start to see you as a serious beauty consultant. And then twice a year, at least, doing a big semi-annual sale. You're going to start hearing training about that because we're doing it in June this year. It might even be next week, Monday, that we do the training on that. So just kind of stay tuned. That's coming. Okay, so these are like the absolutes. Then the second piece is, these are the also recommended, at least twice a year, like calling or texting your customers and saying, hey, I would love to like get together with you, reevaluate your product, see what's working, see what isn't, show you what's new, where you're actually going and like attempting to facial. And they might not say yes, but you're at least offering it. Does that make sense? Have a VIP Facebook or business Instagram group that they can follow or be a part of so that you're building your own community. Weeding and deleting non-purchasing customers. We've done that throughout this process, but I wonder how many of us will keep doing that. So what I like to do, let's say you weeded and deleted in August, then in December you would go through and make sure like information is correct. Like my best example is a bunch of my customers had Minneapolis in their address thing as MPLS. Like that's not going to get there, right? So weeding, deleting, and then the other 6 months, that time that you decide to do it, you're going through and making sure info is accurate. Mail something at least once a year so that you know whose stuff is coming back to you and you can reach out to them and contact them and or delete them if you ultimately never hear from them. So that could be a sale postcard, Christmas card coupon, birthday card. If you haven't done this in a while, you could mail something for our semi-annual sale coming up. And then we also did this as part of the challenge, do a just because appreciation call once a year, just so that they are hearing from you. So just as a reminder, here is the challenge. Now the challenge, even though the training is done as of tonight, the challenge goes through the end of June. So go ahead and put in the comments. Have you built it big? Have you built it fat? Have you built it juicy? Have you built it big, fat, and juicy? Where are we at? Have you added 15, 30, 60? I don't care if you added 2. Like put it in the comments. I want to know how many you've added so far because we got some time, right? Like you have time to add customers for the challenge and that type of thing. So go ahead and drop that. So here's part of your homework, your final assignment. I'm going to give it to you up front. You're going to create a plan because, you guys are hearing this stuff. You're like, oh, this all sounds so good, but I think we hop off a Zoom and then it's sort of just like implementation is lost in outer space. So we are not doing that this time. So you're going to create a monthly plan that supports maintaining this big, juicy customer base you're dreaming about, you're thinking about, you're planning about. You're going to set deadlines for yourself. Oh, that's right, the D word. So you're going to like, when in a month are you going to get birthday info out? When in a month are you going to send the 50% monthly deals and the 2+2? Like, what is your date? Is it by the 5th? Is it by the 10th? Like, what is your date? And then writing out the next 3 systems you need to implement and your deadline to implement them. Because again, owning a business like this is holding yourself accountable, not me holding you accountable. It's not really fun for me. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, it's way more fun when we're all just doing this business alongside each other. And then you're going to post in our group your plan. And of course, there's going to be a prize for one of the people who actually posts their plan. Now, I did make a thing to help you make the plan because that's how I roll, right? So by the blank of each month, I'll have that stuff sent out. My best day, I recommend picking a day of the week. If it's Tuesday is your day, right? And you take 30 minutes on a Tuesday and you get your reorders, you're like implementing the 2+2+2 follow-up that Kate and Anna are about to go through. And then what are the next 3 customer systems I'm going to work through? And then my goal is to build my customer base from what I have now to blank by the end of this year. So by December 30th, where do you want to be? And I will revisit these monthly. So are we excited to make our plan? Awesome. Okay, so we have Kate and Anna that are going to go through, they're going to take about 10 minutes here and go through maybe, yeah, however many minutes. Hold on, I'm adding you two. There we go. All right, you ladies take it away. Who's first?
Okay, do you want me to talk first, Kate? Since I'm going to talk
Yeah,
about,
go
okay,
for
so
it.
with new customers. So with new customers, I'm going to show you a couple different things here that I have that I'm working on. The first one, I don't know if this has ever happened to anybody else, but you like have your parties and then you are like, did I actually send my postcards? Did I actually send my campaign? Did I actually do this? And you get yourself real confused. And I know we have tracking sheets where it's like, making sure you reach out, you have the party date and time, but I added on mine thank you cards and 2+2+2 because I was getting lost in the did I actually send after my parties my thank you cards and my 2+2+2. So now after every single party, I know exactly when I'm sending those out, which is really helpful. The second part of this is, as you see on there, I have postcards. So in January, I started thinking about it and I realized, I send birthday postcards, but I really should send postcards to new customers as well, just because, sometimes you're at a party and people only want to spend a certain amount there, or they're like, oh, I need to like look and see what I have. So maybe like I'll follow up later. And I just thought, you know what, it'd be nice to send just like a special to them right away. So this is actually what I send within a week or so after each party. So it's just a thank you card, customer loyalty program just for you. I just wanted to drop a quick note to express my genuine gratitude. When you experience Mary Kay and try our products, it allows me to continue to do what I love, helping women feel confident in their own skin and share amazing quality skincare products. As a special thank you for being a new customer, here is my gift of appreciation, 10% off your next purchase. It has my phone number and it has my website on here. And if you make your own postcards, one thing that I love doing now is like just putting my return address on here. So all I have to do is put my stamps. So it's really easy to send these out. And so I send these soon after, which is really nice. Like right away, I know, did they give me an address that is accurate? It's not waiting until their birthday or waiting until Christmas to find out if I have an accurate address. It's like within a week, I know, do I have the right address? And am I able to send them things? So the other part of all of this is the other thing I do right after my party or within 24 hours, depending on the day and the time of the parties, is I have a new customer intro text. And so this goes out right away. And this one says, hi, first name, this is Anna with Mary Kay. Just wanted to make sure you have my business number. I love spoiling my customers, so please add my number to your contacts. Let me know if you ever need anything. It invites them to join my Facebook group, and it also resends out the beauty in a flash because sometimes at parties people need to like think about like, do I want to do a beauty in a flash or putting them on the spot with it. Sometimes I've had people who actually sign up for samples after the party from this text that were not really interested at the party to do it. So just sending them another follow-up of how to get involved, how to sample or get onto our Beauty in a Flash. It gives them all of their options with the microdermabrasion, charcoal mask, facial peel, or makeup, and has my Google form here. So for my second appointment for Beauty in a Flash, just a side note here is that I have one where they actually get to pick their samples for their second session. So it's a different than my first one that I send out to people. If you want to see that, I can share that later. But basically, then it just says, I'm always here for you. Have a beautiful day. So make sure that every new customer has my phone number, has my contact information, and is invited to things. So then after that, I actually do have a 2+2+2 for my new customers as well. So this I usually wait like 3 to 4 days since that first text goes out the first day that introduces me. So then like 3 to 4 days later, they get into this one, just so they're a little bit more spread out. So with this one, the first one, hello, it's Anna, your Mary Kay gal. I wanted to thank you again for being a customer. I hope you have loved your products. If you have any product questions, concerns, or need any beauty tips, please let me know. Enjoy your day. Again, it invites them to join my Facebook group. The few weeks out after that, hi again, it's Anna with Mary Kay. Bugging people is my worst nightmare, but I'm getting better at checking in with people and seeing how they're liking everything. If you need anything or have any questions, just give me a shout. My personal website is there, and ordering is easy, and you'll get a free gift with a purchase. Hope you're doing great. So again, it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm like forcing myself on them, but because you're kind of making it fun and sweet with like bugging people is my worst nightmare, but I'm getting better at checking in. So they are like more excited about you checking in with them. So you don't have to feel like sometimes you feel like you're pressuring people when you're being like sending these. Don't feel that way. People want to hear from you. Keep it light, but just let them know that they can always come to you with anything. So they're seeing your name, being reminded about you. Then my 2 months one is hi, checking in to see if you are getting low and need to reorder any of your Mary Kay or try something new. I know how it feels to run out, so I wanted to be sure to catch you in advance. I have some fun Beauty in a Flash events. If you'd like a free sample pack, let me know. So by that third one, I'm reminding them about Beauty in a Flash again. And then I actually have one that's 5 months out scheduled here. Hey, it's Anna, your Mary Kay gal, just checking in to see what bottles you're shaking and tubes you're squeezing or contemplating cutting open. Do you need any refills or fun new products right now? So again, I'm staying in front of them over time and keeping them all lighthearted, but also letting them know like, hey, do you need anything? How can I help you? You always want to like make sure you're just putting that as the first part of it. I'm here. How can I help you? Do you need anything? How do you like everything? Making that very clear.
Awesome, Anna. Way to go. All right, Kate, take it away.
Okay, so this 2+2+2 follow-up is not just for new customers. I always did it with new customers and I would forget about my current customers. But once I started implementing a consistent follow-up with my current customers, it totally changed my reorders. And this was a few years ago. So I don't want you guys to forget that. Like following up with your current customers is important because if you ship them something, you need to check in and make sure that they got all of their products, that the post office didn't lose it. I had one customer where all of her eyeshadows were broken and she flat out told me, "Oh, I wasn't going to tell you. I was just going to use them because it was just the post office. It wasn't your fault." Like she would have suffered through that and not enjoyed her products fully if I hadn't followed up and checked in and made sure that she got everything intact in one piece. Um, so making sure that you are checking in, and I use the same system, checking in 2 days after. I try to gauge it like 2 days after they received their product. If I mail it, then they hear from me before that with kind of an estimated tracking. So about 2 days after I know that they've received their product, again, 2 weeks later, just to check in, make sure that everything is working right. And these aren't big check-ins. So my first one is, I wanted to thank you again for your purchase. I will touch base with you soon. If you have any questions, concerns, or need any beauty tips, let me know. I have in there too, just wanted to make sure that you received your products and everything looks good. My second one at 2 weeks was short, just checking in, making sure you are still loving your Mary Kay products. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I hope you are having a great day. Again, at 2 months, and again, very similar scripts to what Anna showed. And then again at 5 months to see what they're running low on. I do have a separate tag if they get new products. So maybe they switched up to a new formula. Maybe they went from the Time Wise Miracle Set to the Time Wise Repair Set. These I always flag and make sure that I follow up and follow up specifically asking about that product. And all I do is I immediately set up a campaign in my project broadcast or make a note in your planner to, on this day to follow up with her and check in on her new Time Wise Repair eye cream. And then so that's kind of just following up, making sure that they're liking their products with reorders. And I change up my scripts every once in a while because if they are somebody that reorders every 2 months, they're going to get the same scripts from me, the same words. So I change it up. I usually kind of throw in there something about like the seasons or the weather. Maybe it's the Minnesota in me. I don't know. I'm talking about the weather. But I just always like change it up. It doesn't have to be a big drastic change. That's where we've been talking about our vibe and personalizing things so that they don't think it's just a repetitive computer sending them those check-ins. So make sure you're changing those words just a little bit all the time. And then I do check-ins across the board for everybody when it's preferred customer program time. And I kind of, again, tie in the change of season. What products are they going to be needing? And kind of, again, checking in to see if they're running low on anything. And at that time, usually when I'm doing my PCP, my preferred customer program check-in, that is when I'm offering them a on the go appointment or, throwing in that idea of getting together for a session, getting together to try out the new summer products, getting together to try out maybe a new skincare line. And so don't forget about your current customers and offering them a chance to meet up with you and try products because that is how you're going to get bookings too.
Awesome. Totally love that. Yeah, the preferred customer program when the books go, that's the best time to do that. I love that, Kate. So thanks, ladies. All right, are we excited? You guys have so I'm going to post the plan. I'm going to post the scripts. So make your plan. Make the plan we need a deadline to make the deadlines for the plan. I would say, let's see, today's Monday. How about by Friday? You can make the plan by Friday. We got the plan. It's going to happen by Friday. I love it. We're doing it. So, yay. Okay, thanks for everything and everyone just taking advantage of these challenges. I think this has been a really insightful and fun series for us to just learn more about our customers because I think we, automatically assume we had it all taken care of and it's like, oh, there's kind of some nuances here. So